I am live. So let's wait for some people to join us. If anybody does. I could be Billy No Mates. So, but people can watch this on record anyway, so I might as well just babble on. So my channel is Mick's Clips and Trips. So we are talking anything from holidays, weekends away, and pub crawls. Any good experiences you've got, hotels that you would not like to visit again, nice hotels, the best holiday you've been on, any adventures you've had while you've been there, any mishaps and so on. So anything goes. I went to Scarborough last weekend. I just spent the day there. I stayed at the Grand Hotel. So that is my latest video online. So I stayed at the Grand Hotel. I've done a little review of that. And I went around some of the bars and stuff like that and had a few beers and just potted about basically. Okay, we've got 2 people in so far. Thank you. Welcome for joining us on this Friday evening. I'm going to say no work in the morning, but I have. On a Sunday. Anyway, guys, cheers, good health. In and out. So, yeah, I went to Scarborough last week. I stayed at the Grand Hotel, like I say. It's a bit of a tired hotel. Big place, 360 rooms. I only stayed there the one night. It was very, very tired. But for the price, £52 for the night, it wasn't that bad. And its location as well, it's right near the centre. It's at the top of the hill, so you don't need to go far. So it wasn't a bad night. And like I say, I did a few of the bars. It's a bit run down from what it used to be, Scarborough, but it's still a nice place to visit. And it was a nice sunny day as well, so that made it. Now, my channel is this. There's people coming in and out all the time, so I don't know whether it's my connection or not. I just do not know. But I am currently using my hotspot off my mobile phone because I am in a rental at the moment. I'm only here for like 4 months. Because I'm moving to another house, hopefully before the 17th of April. So I'm not getting stuck into a 12-month mobile broadband contract or anything. So hence I'm doing my live stream from my mobile phone hotspot. So if it does cut in and out, that's probably why. But yeah. So 2 people at the moment. Okay. Any questions for me? Anything about holidays? Any places? I mean, I go to Puerto Rico quite a lot, so I can give you a little bit of advice about Puerto Rico. I've also been to Madeira. I went there last November. That was a nice place. First time I've been there. Really enjoyed that. Yeah, nice harbour with all cruise boats in and stuff like that. Nice little restaurants and little villages, and yeah, I really enjoyed Madeira. But the weather does make it. But I know last week in the Canary Islands it was really, really rainy. So, yeah, if you booked that week, you wouldn't be right happy, would you? Booking a week abroad and it just rains all week. Not good. Cheers. So once again, I just thought I'd put this live chat on just to, like I say, just let people know what's happening. I'm doing another little weekend. My plan is all the money I make on YouTube per month, that money will pay for a hotel of no more than what I earn. So, for example, if my YouTube earnings are £100 for the month, I will book a hotel for £100. Maybe a little bit less, 90, 80, but no more than £100. So that's the plan. So this week, I am going to Bridlington, sunny Bridlington. So I did Scarborough last week. Now I'm doing Bridlington this week. So I'm going to book my hotel, and I'll put the video on Sunday. So I'll go on the 3rd of April. I haven't booked it yet. I need to book it. This is a bank holiday, so these rooms might get booked up. So I need to book this room. And hi, Laura. Thank you for tuning in. So like I'm saying, so the money I make from YouTube, I'm going to pay for a hotel. So once again, this Friday, is it £101 I earned? Big money, mega bucks. So yeah, so I'll be booking a hotel for that price. Next month, it's looking like it could be somewhere in the region of about £140. So I'll be booking a hotel for £140, no more than, next month. So I can't see it getting to £500 anytime soon. So it'll be all the low-end hotels. So yeah, but it's good. I enjoy it. I was going to take the wife with me next Friday, but she's got loads of stuff planned in the afternoon. So I wanted to set off early. I wanted to set off to Bridlington about 10 o'clock, so I could get there for about 12, do some filming, go into the hotel. This seems like a great approach. It does. Yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, so when I get there about 12 o'clock, video the front, going to some bars and stuff like that, video some of the fun fair and the beach, then go back to the hotel, do some videoing in the hotel, and then back out on an evening. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to get there nice and early. But the missus was saying, we won't be able to set off till about 2 o'clock. That's too late for me. So she's decided to stay at home. She's not bothered. But I'm quite sure when I get to £300 or £400 hotel, she'll want to go to that one. Yeah. But yeah, the Grand Hotel last week, that was a bit dodgy, that. Bit rough. And that cost £52. So, but at the Grand Hotel, you can watch my video. You can get rooms as low as about 20 odd quid out of season. In season, you can get them as low as 30, but there's rooms without any windows in. So obviously they're bottom of the barrel kind of rooms. But if you just want the room for a bed, somewhere to crash down on an evening, then it's right enough, isn't it? So if you're going on like hen parties, stag do's, birthday parties and stuff like that, and you just, you're going to be out all day, and you just want to crash back on an evening, then it's cheap enough, isn't it? It's not bad. 30 odd quid. So yeah, so once again, it will be a Bridlington on the 3rd of April. I will put the video online on the Sunday, probably. So by the time I get back, do a bit of editing and stuff like that. Any questions for me, guys? Any questions? 5 people on now, 5 people. Send me your questions. I do Puerto Rico quite a lot. So I'm pretty up to Puerto Rico if anyone's got any questions on that. Henry Thomas, yo Mick, love your content, bud. We have a shared love for Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico. The last time I went to Puerto Rico, if you haven't already seen my my video, I stayed at the Solway Paz, 2-star hotel. But you know something? I really enjoyed it. Up by the Europa Centre, right near the taxi rank, and yeah, you can't go wrong. But I did pay a lot of money for it. It wasn't cheap. It must have been the time of year. I do not know, but I think for the Solway Paz 2-star hotel, I paid somewhere in the region of about 800 quid. So it was not cheap. And I think the holidays are going to get even more expensive with the price of petrol and everything. It's all going up, isn't it? We're going to Puerto Rico for the first time on the 10th. Can't wait. Watching all your content inside and out. Okay. Yeah, you'll love it. Say it's the first time you've been. Right. What hotel are you staying in? What hotel are you staying in? Buzzing for it. Love a tropical. Can't beat a pint of tropical, mate. Can't beat it. Yeah, so first time, Simford, Herzegovina. Yeah. Okay. I can't say I've ever passed that. I've seen some of the Seven Shore hotels. Yeah, okay. But what I do recommend, if you are in the shopping centre area, there is a place called Pizza Time. They do lovely pizzas. About the best one, I think. And you can see them making it in front of you. It's only a little place, so make sure I think they open about 5:30, I think. Open at 5:30, 5:30, 6:30. So if you want one, yeah, get there early. It's pretty good. Yeah. So Pizza Time, best place for pizzas. I had a very really, really nice steak at the El Toro in the Europa Centre. Lovely steak. Nice little restaurant. Altamar. Is that next door to Altamar? Oh, no, I'm thinking of Altier. All right, let's go ahead. Yeah, that's a nice hotel. Love your channel. Me and my family watch you every evening. #1 fans. I need to start putting some more content on. I don't go back on holiday till I go on holiday next, the 2nd of May, and that's to Skiathos. I will be going back to Puerto Rico because that's where I am. All right, okay. Opposite the Montebello. I walk past the Montebello. Lovely views from up there. Fantastic views. You can see all the harbour and everything. It's really, really nice. It's not a long walk up to the Europa. It's walkable. You could walk down the steps because there is some steps there as well. So you can walk down the steps to the main shopping centre. So from where you are, from where Montebello is, you could walk up. Nice steady pace. So it's not too bad. And if you did get a taxi up there, it'll only be about €6. And there's a taxi rank right outside the Montebello. Right outside the Montebello is a taxi rank. We stayed in Altier last year, next door to Calidore. Yeah, the Calidore and Altier is like a sister company. They're all owned by the same group. So you got Calidore, Calanova, and Altier all owned by the same group. And as you probably know, because you stayed at the Altier, you can use the Calidore and Calanova amenities as well, which is really, really good. Looking forward to trying some of the tropical. Can't beat it. Yeah, tropical. Nice. It's about the best lager they do over there, I think. Because the thing is with me, when you're on holiday for 7 days, I get a bit gassed up. There's only so much lager I can drink. And then, you try and have a drink and you're thinking, this is not going down. So hence, I switched to the white wine. There's some days you think, yeah, I could really murder a pint and it goes down really good. And then, like I say, some days you're just thinking, nah. Anyway, on that note, cheers, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Where's my camera gone? Not much life in that, is there? This is a Lidl lager. Yeah. It was supposed to be like Madri. Yeah, before they were better than that. But sometimes it can depend on the glass. Probably better drinking it out of a can, I think. Anyway, back to Puerto Rico, going the first time. Yeah, El Toro is a lovely, lovely steakhouse. There's quite a few places I do recommend going to the Shamrock because they have a singer called Kelly Marlowe on there. Now he comes on about 10 o'clock at night, but they've got a band on before him. But Kelly Marlowe is really, really well known. and he does all rock and stuff like that. He's got a fantastic voice. He's a fantastic entertainer. And if you get your camera out, if you want a bit of video footage, he'll come right up to you and sing and nearly put on a show for you. Really, really good. I absolutely love Kelly Marlowe. Cheers. Cheers, Laura. Yeah, I will be going back to Puerto Rico probably. I want to go back end of year when it's cooling down here. So you're probably looking at about, let's have a look, October, November, I will be going to Puerto Rico for 7 nights. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, they've had a bad week last week. Really, really rainy. I saw loads of pictures of floods and everything. Yeah, not good. He looked awesome. Who's that? Kelly Marlowe? He's absolutely fantastic. He's got a really, really big Facebook following and all that lot. And yeah, he's really popular. He's American. He's pretty well known. Yeah, pretty well known. He's a really good artist. Where else can I recommend? Obviously, Laura, first time you've been, the Sunspot, it's packed every night. It's packed every time it's Sunspot, afternoon and evening. It's called a Sunspot for a reason, because the sun just belts down on it. But during the day, they do like, you know, they got your football on, horse racing, if you want to put a little bet on, because it's got like a bookie inside pub who takes your bets on. Then on an evening, they do karaoke and they have a singer on as well and stuff like that. And then next door, you've got the pub. They do karaoke and they do little quizzes and stuff like that. So that's good. And then if you go down if you want to stay a little bit late, have a bit of disco, a bit of dancing and a bit of crazy stuff, a bit of shisha pipe, go down other end. And then you've got the Harley's Bar, Piccadilly's. Piccadilly's is really crazy. All sorts going off there. And then you've got, the Bora Bora and loads of little bars down there. They're all your nighty clubs and they stay open a bit later. What about the beaches? What's the best one? Amadores Beach is good. When you walk down to the shopping centre, walk towards McDonald's, keep walking, and then you'll come to a crossroads and there'll like a subway. Go underneath the subway, follow it down, and that takes you all the way to the beach. Lovely beach there. And then if you want to take a little bit of a walk, so when you get to the beach, if you keep walking to the right, you'll come to the harbour, and there's like a cliffside walk. Follow it all the way around there, and there's another little beach there as well. And it's really, really nice. It's got loads of little bars and loads of little places where you can eat. I think it's a man-made beach. It's like coarse sand. It's nice though. Really, really lovely beach. Where's the other one? I took a taxi ride. So if you want to change of scenery from Puerto Rico, for a 6-7 euro taxi, you can go on to Azil, something like that. Azil Dimar. Resort. Loads of nice bars, loads of nice restaurants, little port. Yeah, so I recommend that. No, just for a change of scenery, just to get you somewhere different. Yeah, so if you get a taxi from the shopping centre where the big taxi rank is, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it right, Azil, A-N. Yeah, I might have to Google that, but it's Anzil Dimar. 7-8 euros in a taxi. Tell them to drop you off where beach area is, and you just walk down a little road and it takes you to it all there. It's really, really nice. There's a lot of timeshare people down there, so just be aware of that. But they do stay behind the little booths. They don't hassle you, but they tend to go for couples. Me being by myself, they're not interested. Tropical is the analyzing Madeiros Beach is stunning, but prefer Maspalomas. Yeah. So I like to go nude. Well, whatever. Yeah, cracking. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to go down to Maspalomas to see all sand dunes and everything, but I just got sidetracked and it never happened. Never happened. But yeah, next time I go back to Maspalomas, sorry, to Puerto Rico, I'm going to try and get a little bit out a bit further to get some better content. I was supposed to be going on an island tour, but if you saw my video where I'm out till 12:30 and I'm saying I've got to get my taxi in the morning, no chance. I should have been in bed at 10 o'clock to get my taxi at 7:30 in the morning. That was still boozing at 12:30. It was never going to happen. So I paid for the excursion, but I never went. To be honest, I do feel the opposite nude scares off me. To be honest, I do feel the opposite nude scares me. Yeah. That was a joke. Go to the beach fully clothed. But do you though? Do you go fully clothed? Yeah. I don't think no one wants to see me nude. Yeah. So yeah, at the moment, when I move into my new place, hopefully touch wood the 17th, I want to try and do some regular chats on a Friday. And I am gonna make a proper chat channel. You know, you can put this like wallpaper at the bottom of the screen, and I might put a thing at the back of me as well, so make it look a little bit more professional. Yeah, I'll do. Olivia White, hi. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining. Thank you for, like I say, your messages and everything. It's greatly appreciated. So, have you any plans for holidays, you guys? We've got a couple going to Puerto Rico. People who have just come back from Puerto Rico. Each to their own. You're not wrong. Each to their own. But some people like it, don't they? Some people like going nude on the beach. You just love the freedom, don't they? Yeah. But you normally find these people that like going on these nudist beaches are all, you know what I mean, all slim and hunky. If they were big bloaters and stuff, they probably won't want to bother, would they? Keep your clothes on, Mick, but keep the clips going. We love your content. I'll try and keep my clothes on as long as I can. Yeah. Well, I'll leave my shorts on. Yeah. I'm going on a cruise as well in August. So that should be some good videoing. I've never been on a cruise before in my life. I don't like a lot of people pushing. But yeah, this cruise is called MS Virtuosa. Brand new boat, built in 2021, and about 6,000 passengers and God knows how many staff. But we've been watching all videos on YouTube as well, and just pointing little tips to what to do to avoid the crowds and stuff like that. So it will be good. I like to say it'll be good for me vlogging. Thanks, mate. Looking forward to your content. Yeah. Like I say, I'll give you a plan of what's happening. So next Friday, I will be in Bridlington. Like I say, hopefully it'll be sunny. So I'll be videoing the beach, the pubs, the bars, the hotel, and out and about walking and talking. That's next week. Then there might be a few pub crawls in between as well with a few mates. Then the 2nd of May, we go to Skiathos for a week. So there should be some nice, lovely scenery to film there. Then, obviously, when I come back in May, there's that gap to August. So there'll be a few weekends away probably with my monthly YouTube earnings. So if I earn £100, it's a £100 hotel. If you earn £200, it's a £200 hotel. If you earn £500, guess what? Yeah, a £500 hotel. But I can't see that happening anytime soon. Never been on a cruise, but do fancy it. It's just the size of the boats just amaze me. You know, it amazes me how the blooming float. There's that much on them. Yeah. Would love some day vlogs. Some day vlogs of. Do you mean out and about on holidays? I did some live streams while I was on holiday. I tried to do one live stream every day when I was on my way down to the beach and on my way, getting lost and stuff like that. So I did a few day streams. Any plans for a pub crawl in London? I'll buy you a beer. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. Yeah. So I'll gather you off from down London then. Yeah. I went down to London. Been a good few years since I've been down there. Me and Mrs. went down. We did the tube, which is an experience. We did all the big wheel, Millennium Wheel, and so we did all the scenery, all the tourism stuff. But yeah, we went on tube, and just no one talks to each other, do they? They're all just heads in phone. No eye contact whatsoever. Yeah, it's strange. I liked the lives. Yeah, I was told, right? I've only just found out. Someone told me when you're doing your lives, how come it's in the horizontal? That's horizontal, isn't it? Vertical, horizontal. Yeah, horizontal, vertical. Yeah, right. So how come it's always in vertical? And I says, well, that's how YouTube do it. You can't do it. But I looked on my phone and I think you can flip it over. And that must be a new feature because you couldn't do that before. So next time I'll do it in widescreen, horizontal. Yeah, North London. Mick, man, you need a mortgage for a pub crawl. £8 a pint. £8 a pint? It's £8.30 in Leeds Bradford Airport. Yeah. I know, last time I went, it could have even gone up now. It could have even gone up since. In the Puerto Rico, you can get a pint of tropical for €2 in the Tiffany's. But if you want one cheaper than that, you can get one for $1.80 in Bar 69 and next door to as well, Extreme. $1.80 a pint for tropical, which you can't complain. But once again, I get gassed up. There's only so much lager I can drink. By the way, guys, I am doing memberships on my channel now for 99 pence. Absolute bargain. And you get shout outs on every video. And I think when I do get a group of members, I'll be doing perks like, you get to see the videos first and other members only content kind of stuff. But yeah, early days. I've got one member. One member's joined my channel. Guess who that is? It's Mick's Clips and Trips. Me. One good member. Oh, it's raining outside. Lashing down. But good old spouse spons and still original bottle. Okay. Curries are beautiful. Curries. Curry. You got the... Oh, which one did I go to last? Oh, authentic curry place. Ant's Kitchen, is it? That's near the Sunspot. That was a nice curry. A smile would have been a little bit better. Seemed a little bit rushed off my feet and a bit stressed at times. Can you hear it in? Banging out window. Lashing it down out there. So that's a nice one. And then you also got the one on the top floor. I can't remember the name of it. or you got the Delta Bar at the bottom near the Santander Bank, just as you're going through the tunnel. There's a curry restaurant there as well. That was lovely. Really enjoyed that. And then Happy Valley, that's the one. Happy Valley's a nice one. But what I would recommend is if you are getting a curry from the Happy Valley, do not ask for hot. Because seriously, it is hot. I got the hot one thinking it'd be reasonably mild, but no, it was hot. Too hot. It was too hot that I couldn't really enjoy it. Have I got a member? Absolute star. Absolute star. Thank you, Laura Holmes, my second member, champion. You'll get a shout out on every video. Every video. Spread the word. Spread the word. I'll be your number 2 number. I will be your number 2. Yeah. Number 2 member, yeah. Cracking is that. Absolutely cracking. No, greatly appreciated. All helps. All helps. So yeah, Happy Valley. So Curry's, Happy Valley, Delta the Bar, whatever it's called, and Auntie's Kitchen. They're the 3 that I know of. So they're really nice. But don't ask for hot. Yeah. Now, some members are dropping in and out. I don't know whether it's the internet connections or what. It's just strange how it goes from up there to down there. It's weird. But hey ho. So, when do you go back to Puerto Rico, Laura? When is it you go again? Is it pretty soon? I know you probably have told me somewhere up there, up on messages. I normally fly with Jet2 when I do. Jet2, I normally find is the best. And I've got a little tip for anybody who's flying solo. Anyone who's flying solo and you want a seat empty at the side of you and you don't want to be crushed in a row of 3 people, what you do is, when you're booking your seat, you look for a row where there's somebody sat on the end near the aisle, and then you get the one near the window, and then the likelihood of somebody wanting to sit in between 2 strangers is pretty rare. Because that's the last seat you want to do, innit? You don't want to be sat in between 2 strangers, do you, really? So that one normally gets left. And all the time I've been abroad by myself, that's what I've done, and no one's been sat outside of me, so it's always worked for me. Yeah. 10th of April. Soon be here. 10th of April. 2 week, innit? 2 week. Yeah. Get your bags packed. Yeah. And you've probably just timed it right as well, because it's picky, me, because that, them people who went for that week and absolutely lashed it down all week. No, not good. I'd be absolutely gutted if that were me. So, yeah. But no, you should be fine. You should be fine. The storm has passed. The storm has passed. So, yeah, I'm working tomorrow and Sunday. Not good, is it? But I don't do much, so I just stand around telling people what to do. But still got to get out of bed, haven't you? So, but yeah, I'll be doing a few pub crawls, a few weekends away. Now, when I told the missus the idea of spending my YouTube money on a hotel, she chose one, and it was like a hotel in the middle of nowhere, one of these countryside places, and I won't be able to get much video out of that. You know what I mean? So no, I want to be out and about, and I want to be roughing it as well. No, something to vlog. Something to vlog. Adults only hotel, that is the future. Seriously. I would go to an adults only hotel all the time if I could. This is not worse. There's not worse. You're lying on your sunbed. You're just chilling. And all you can hear is kids screaming, jumping in and out of the pool. I know kids are kids and they like to have fun and they're excited and everything, but sometimes you don't want it, do you? Yeah, as you get older, you know what I mean. I mean, I've got grandkids, but when you've got grandkids, you can just give them back at end of the day, can't you? Give them back at end of the day. Well, I'll just fill this glass at the rest of this can. So yeah, I'm gonna book some. So I want to try and do all the coastal bits, for my weekends away, overnight stays. So I did Scarborough last week. If you haven't seen it, it is on my channel. So I'm doing Brid next week. I won't mind doing Whitby, but Whitby is pretty popular, and the hotels are pretty expensive compared to Scarborough and Whitby. The hotels there's a big difference. Yeah. And then obviously you got Filey. At the other side you got Blackpool, Morecambe. Could even do Liverpool as well, for a night out and stuff like that. So all good. I got my new selfie stick today, sort of dinky one. I did try using the GoPros and stuff, but they just don't work for me because I do a lot of my editing on the go. And what I found when I was using a GoPro with a memory card in it, so you do all your video in, you could be out all day, you'd have maybe, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 little clips on the card. And then I'd have to transfer it all from the GoPro to my phone, and then I'd do all editing on that, and it was just an absolute pain. I just thought, why am I doing that when I can just video on my phone anyway and just edit it all from there? So I just found it a waste of time. So I must have had about 4, and I've sent them all back. And I got because we're sending them back all the time, I got 4 tablets for work, and one of them broke. The screen was playing up, so I went on Amazon to send it back, and I got a message saying, unexpected, strange behaviour regarding returns and stuff, because we're sending a lot of returns back, so the probably thought something were a bit dodgy. But yeah, so I send a lot back. This is just rubbish. Anyway, that tablet that was not working, I was about to put it in the box and I turned it back on again just to see if it was still, and it came on. Came on first time. So I might just keep it, and if it breaks in, just send it back. Sounds like a headache, it is. So by doing it all on my phone, and I've come up with a little system now where this software that I use to do my filming, I put it all onto the filming app, and then I go back into my camera roll on my phone, and then I delete most of the films, so I'm not duplicating stuff, and it's not taking up memory and stuff like that. Because if you've got too many films on your iPhone and stuff like that, and storage and stuff, that can be a bit of a problem as well. So that's what I've had to do. But you live and learn. You live and learn. Anyway, we had some snow yesterday. It was snowing. We're nearly in April and we're getting snow. Yeah, it's strange, is that? I mean, it didn't stick at all. One of the guys came in and he had snow on his roof, so it could have been pretty heavy where he was. Yeah. So all is good. Yeah, I watched quite a lot of stuff on her YouTube. There's some really, really big YouTubers. There's one called Walk With Me, and he does all the high-end stuff. He must be making a packet, seriously. He must be raking it in. He goes all on these 5-star hotels, all luxury stuff. And I think he gets invited on a lot of places, because last time I saw him on a cruise, and I think the MSC Summit boat, they sent him an invite to go and vlog on it. Not bad if you can, is it? Not bad if you can. So he'll be getting loads of freebies. Yeah, Walk With Me. And he does all the top 5-star stuff. And Mick's Clips and Trips, 2-star. That's where fun is, though, isn't it? Yeah, if you haven't seen the Grand Hotel video in Scarborough, it's a big building. It's just so. It just looks. It needs a refurb. Needs a refurb. In the lobby and everything, it looks lovely. But when you go out into corridors and stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. After work last night, I had to scrape ice off the car. Not good, is it? Not good. Anyway, you don't need to worry about that. In 2 weeks, you'll be putting sun cream on. Yeah. And I'll be stuck at home scraping ice off a car. So where else can I recommend you go? Obviously the Whales and Dolphins. That's always a nice little trip, innit? Yeah, that's a little nice one. I love to see Whales and Dolphins. Yeah. And there's also some party boats you can go on as well. They'll take you out. And you do see Whales and Dolphins while you're out there as well, but they'll put loads of music on and dancing, and you can get like a drinks package on there as well, where they give you all drinks. Me and Mrs. went on one last year and just drink what you want, and they put some food on for you as well, so that's nice. Yeah. Excursion wise, I was going to go on a town excursion, but like he explained earlier, I just stayed out a bit too late, and I couldn't be bothered getting up, so I missed it, even though I paid for it, which was only about £34. £34, but I missed it. I couldn't be bothered going, and I'm glad, really, because I did feel a little bit rough, a bit not drunk, but just drained with the sun and probably not enough water. So hey ho. Yeah, I have currently got about 7,820 odd subscribers. I would love to get 10,000 by end of the year. 10,000 by the end of the year. But once again, I can only do that by constantly putting videos on. And every video gets a few subscribers here and there and stuff like that. Yeah. And paragliding. Maybe only one of us will survive it. I went paragliding when I was there. You might have seen the video. I took my camera up and did all that kind of stuff. And they've got if there's two people on the paraglide, they've got to balance it. You know, if one person's heavier than the other. Anyway, this couple that did paragliding with us, they went up and they couldn't get any lift, so they ended up going into water. They were okay. Anyway, they got them out. And anyway, they got them back up on paragliding again, so it was fine. But yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely and quiet, lovely and calm up there. It'll be fine. If you haven't done it before, you'll love it. It's one of those experiences, isn't it? Hopefully make it to the new chill box, yeah. Chill box. Is that what do all the cocktails and stuff? I was told to go to some Summit box, but he said they did breakfast there. Is that the same place? Because there was another place I went, and I thought that was the chill box where they do all cocktails and ice creams and stuff. Is that the one? if that's the place, that is nice. I think I'd. But you say it's new. New chill box. It might be a different one then, because I went to a place last year. So I might be thinking of a different place. I need to check that out. Yeah. Yeah, people are coming and going. Okay, stick around, guys. Ask me a question. Anything you need to know, by all means, ask me a question. We are talking holidays, weekends away, and just, yeah, good old fun. Yeah, they'll have one in Tenerife. All right, okay. No, yes. I've been to Tenerife for ages. I think Puerto Rico, in my opinion, is the safest of the islands. Definitely. Because the thing with Puerto Rico is, you know, the shopping centre, all the bars are close. They're all in the complex. So when you're walking from bar to bar, you know, you're not having to walk down side streets or down roads to get to the next bar. They're all close and they're all in the complex. Same with the Europa Centre. They're all in the complex. They're all close. So you're not walking down back streets to get to a bar. So that's why it's very, very safe. And also, where I stayed a few times ago, the Calador side, when you're walking down the steps to the front, you can see it's clear. You can see there's no one around. It's all clear. So that is, in my opinion, one of the safest islands. Tenerife can be a bit dodgy. I've been watching stuff about Lanzarote as well, where there can be a few dodgy folk hanging around. And like I say, Playa de Ingles and all them kind of places, a bit dodgy. So Puerto Rico is pretty safe. Pretty safe. Well, very safe in my opinion. So yeah, I've got my new selfie stick. Little dinky thing. So I'd like to do a few shots where I'm by watching other YouTubers where they put the thing me on the wall and they walk up to the camera, so it looks a different kind of shot kind of thing, and they edit it all. I'll try and do stuff like that. I did do a few little bits last year, but I just couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered. Yeah. So when I stayed up at the Solway Pass, it was the first time I stayed over that end. At the top of where the Europa is. I've always been at the other side of the valley. But I did enjoy it. We were okay. Yeah, you had to get the odd taxi up now and again and stuff like that. But it wasn't an hassle, and they're not that expensive. So I managed. Bit quiet tonight, Laura. It's a bit quiet tonight. Yeah, I'm going to try and get, like I said, good few more videos on and stuff. New to commercial centre. When you say new to commercial centre, meaning you haven't been there before, you don't know about it. What I would recommend is Morgan Mal. If you like your designer clothes, yeah, I would stay at that side again. I went for a little walk, and I passed is it Colina Mar? I'd stay there. There are loads of entertainment on, if you like entertainment. If you like somebody bellowing for a microphone and trying to get you doing games around pool, if you're into that stuff, looks a decent place. That's just on the road from Solway Pass. So I would stay there again. So I wanted to try out the Montebello. I was looking for that last time, but saw why pass came up. So yeah, but yeah, you want to try Morgan Mal. If you want all your designer clothes, Morgan Mal is the place to be. All your designer labels and everything. And also some lovely restaurants there as well, at the far end. And they put on a big light show with all the big fountain and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really nice on an evening. Yeah. So there's not many people joining us tonight, but obviously this video will be on YouTube, so no doubt people will watch it at some stage, but just not live. But Laura, you're the lucky one, live. Anybody who's interested in watching some really, really good TV, I have just finished watching a box set called The Last of Us. The Last of Us. Now, that is based on a game about a virus and zombies and stuff like that. Anyway, they've made that into like a TV series. Now, I don't know what channel it was, the HBO one. HBO, they did it. So you might be able to get it on Amazon. I don't think it's on Netflix. It might be on Amazon. But yeah, really, really good. Really enjoyed it. But it finished a really strange ending because they are going to do a third season next year. So I've got to wait next year now. Sometime in 2027. Time are we on? 52. So it's the first time you've been to Puerto Rico then? Have you been to any other place in Gran Canaria? Or is it your first time to Gran Canaria? I can almost guarantee when you do fly back home, go down to the bottom end of the airport and you'll be going through the D gates. The D gates. And you normally find it's 31, 32 or 33, somewhere like that. Because I've done it about 5 times in the space of a year and a half. I'm going to Greece on the 2nd of May. The 2nd of May. Skiathos. Never been before. I have been to Santorini and that was absolutely lovely. If you've not been to Santorini before, I highly recommend that. You've got the beach side and the cliff side. I stayed at the cliff side and I'd recommend to stay there because the views are absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I've been to Santorini twice and I absolutely loved it. Loads of little quaint little villages, nice little walks and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really, really nice. And there's an excursion you can do where you can go to like where a hidden, a newly found city. Now, this city was only found buried in volcanic ash, and they only found it somewhere in, I think it was in 1980 or 90. So it's recently, because yeah, it was all buried by volcanic ash. And where they found it, and they're still uncovering stuff now. Amazing place. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. No, I was meant to go to Playa Blanca last year, but swapped to Cyprus. Not far off then. Look forward to seeing some of your content. I'll try and get as much as I can on. I'll try and get at least a video every day. I mean, the videos only last like half an hour-ish, So what I've started doing is I do the videos, half an hour a video, like, per day. So you might get about 6 or 7 parts, half an hour video per day, and then I'll edit it all and just put it into like a movie kind of thing. So then I condense them all, and then there might be like a 2-hour video comes out with them all in, and I just like trim them, try and get it within 2 hours if I can. So no, people don't like watching videos that are too long, because they just switch off. But some people sit through them. Some people sit through a 2-hour video. But yeah, half an hour ones are more watchable out there. 3 people in. Hello. Welcome for joining us. Any questions? Let me know. We're talking holidays. We're talking fun. We're talking weekends away. Best hotel, worst hotel, place where you'd never go back to. And where would you recommend? I love Puerto Rico, Gran Canaria and stuff like that. I went to Madeira last year. You can watch that on my videos. I was supposed to be going there with the wife again, but she couldn't make it because her mum was a bit poor, so she needed to look after her. So I went by myself there for the first time, which was a little bit daunting. I'm used to going to Puerto Rico. I know it like back of my hand now, but Madeira, I've never been there. But I managed. We're okay. I got on really well once. Yeah. So I really enjoyed Madeira. Really nice. But yeah, Puerto Rico's the one, isn't it? I know it like back of my hand. But there's loads of places I haven't been. But next time when I do go back, I will be, I'll try and get out and about. Right, guys, my glass is empty. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and get a cheeky little glass of white wine. So just hang fire, talk amongst yourself, and I'll be back very shortly. So don't touch that dial. He's back. Glass in hand. Cheers, guys. Pinot Grigio, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, wet and white. I'd say it is a Friday. I'm not working in the morning, but I am. I'm working. I went to Cyprus many years ago for my son's wedding. Stayed at Ayia Napa. Lovely hotel. With this hotel, it specialises in wedding events and stuff like that. Really big place. So yeah, we had a wedding in the hotel itself. No big wedding venue. And then we had his stag do in Ayia Napa Centre. It was pretty good. We didn't really go out and about, so we didn't really see a great deal, to tell you the truth. Mainly in hotel and wedding and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, once again, it's not a busy night tonight. No, some people might be. What time is it? Watching some junk on TV, or they're out and about on the town. But you can watch all this as well. You know what I mean? Tomorrow morning, week after, people do. You know, people are always viewing these kind of things and just watch it when it's convenient for them. But yeah, it is good to get a large group of people in and get loads of people talking and loads of questions coming in and stuff like that. But the plan is to try and do this on a regular basis. Like I say, I will be moving house soon. So it's going to be a little bit chaotic and all over the place. But I've got plans. I've got, my second room and stuff like that. I'll set up a proper little studio thing and, yeah, make it looking pretty decent. Looking a bit more professional, as they say. Yeah. YouTubing videos and stuff like that. I'm more into it than the missus is. The missus, she's okay with it, but she's not as enthusiastic as me, shall I say. And I think the reason is, welcome back, cheers, enjoy, The reason why is because she doesn't know the potential. She doesn't know the potential of YouTube. I know what it can become if I stick at it. So I've been at it. I've been monetized now. I've been monetized for about maybe 6-7 months, and it is steadily increasing. Because there's videos that I've been putting on from like a year ago and still getting views. I call them tricklers. So they're just getting steady little views, you know what I mean? And when you get all these videos on that are tricklers, it all mounts up to the monthly total. So you might be getting a video that's only getting 10, 20 views a month. But when you got like 400 videos on, and they're all getting 10, 20 views a month, it all adds to the grand total at the end of the month. But yeah, I normally find that the Puerto Rico videos are very popular. So that's good. Playa Blanca ones are okay as well. I've put a few from Playa Blanca. The ones that I am pretty disappointed with is the Cambodia, Vietnam ones that just don't seem to be getting it. Now, I've been onto Google saying, why aren't my videos getting views, even though I've optimized it and did this, that, and other. And it says that some people may have they've got a higher niche and, they've got all the videos on. And mine is just at the bottom unseen. So yeah, it's weird. But Puerto Rico ones, you type in Puerto Rico, Gran Canaria, and my videos are on there. So I'm pleased with that. Well, Laura, it just looks like it's me and you tonight. Another one coming in, another two. Like I say, it's people just popping in, popping out, popping in and popping out all the time. I think we did peak up to about 7 or 8. But I know that some people have dodgy connections. I don't know what my connection's like. It seems to be okay. But yeah, if you just call in, say hi. Any queries you've got regarding holidays or whatever. Next week's lottery numbers. In fact, I've got a line of numbers on tonight for the Euro Millions. It's about 48 million. So will I be a YouTuber if I win 48 million? Yeah, of course I will. I'll be giving you all the high-end stuff. 6-star in Dubai and all that kind of stuff. So you can always guarantee I won't be doing that because I won't win. There was a guy in Bradford who won the lottery. It was a friend of my brother's. It was when the lottery were pretty new, and he won just over £1 million. It was a little bit fake. It was a bit gormless, and people took advantage. He got all these friends that he never knew that he had. He went into business with people. He bought a big posh car, and he couldn't even drive. So his friend used to pick him up when he wanted picking up in his car. And then in the meantime, his friend was driving in it as if it were his own. Absolute nutter. Anyway, he's got nothing now. He lost the lot and he's on benefits. He lost the lot. Yeah. If I won the lottery, would it change me? To an extent, it would. I'd be going on bigger holidays, more holidays. And yeah, I'd have a nice big house, middle of the countryside somewhere. A couple of cars. No, I'd have my big 4x4 petrol guzzler and my little sports car as well. So you've got to have two cars, haven't you, when you're a millionaire? So yeah. But I'd like to think that it wouldn't change me as a person. I'd be still the same. You should get some people all right stuck up. No, that would not be me. Oh, what a shame. Why? Because I'm with the same, or I wouldn't be. But no. Yeah, you're on about the guy who lost all his money. What a shame, the guy who lost his money. I know, what a nutter. What a nutter. Another friend of mine that I used to work with years ago. Now, whether there's any truth in this, I don't know. But he said he used to have a lottery ticket. He used to do it with his I think he lived at home at the time. So it might have been him and his mum and his family did it, I think. And he had his ticket on the ticket that you take to the shop and they scan it through, and they used to do that. You had to put your numbers on. Yeah. Under the old system. Do you still do them where you got to put your pen through line and give it to finger? A lot of people do it online now, don't they? Anyway, he had his little slip. And there's a couple of slips behind the back of the clock. And he took the slip out, went to a post office, gave him his ticket. Anyway, numbers came through. But he took the wrong slip. The other slip behind the clock that had all winning numbers on. And it was about 30 odd million as well. How bad is that? How bad is that? When you think you've won 30 odd million and you haven't. There was another story as well about that couple who were all over the news. He had his numbers on. All the numbers came up. And he was, I think the jackpot was same again, about 28, 30, 40 million. And all of his numbers came in. But his money for his lottery ticket used to come out of his bank like a monthly kind of thing, where it come out of his bank every month for his lottery tickets. But when they tried getting his money out of his bank, he didn't have enough money in his bank, so they couldn't take the ticket out. So his numbers came in, dancing around the house, ringing his boss up. I'm not coming in on work on Monday. You can stick your job up your backside. Obviously, Lotto couldn't get the money out of his bank, so he didn't win. Didn't get a penny. He nearly put himself over the bridge. Yeah, absolute gutted. Anyway, I think the Camelot, because of what happened, I think they took pity on him and I think they give him about £1,000. £1,000. Yeah, and it should have been about 40 million. Wow. And they had no money, they were living in a council house, you know what I mean? There were not much money. And yeah, what would you do? What would you do? So they went from being absolutely ecstatic, you know what I mean? We're going to buy this, we're going to buy this, we're going to buy that. You know, we'll look after family and all this kind of thing, just to come back to work on Monday. Wow. Yeah. I only play the Euro Millions when it gets big money. No, when people win it and it goes to about 9 million, nah, I won't get out of bed for that. You know what I mean? 9 million, whatever. Wait till you guys will do about 30, 40, and I'll put a couple of quid on. Thank you. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Yeah. But anyway, we can live and dream. Remember when the lottery first came out? When it first came out, and you used to be putting your numbers on, and you'd think you were going to win, wouldn't you? And you'd be, following day, you'd be watching the lottery, and you actually believe your numbers were going to come in. No chance. You got more time. You got more chance of walking on the moon than winning a lottery. Tell you. They reckon 700. I think they've made about 750,000 millionaires from lottery so far. Yeah, so it'd be nice to be one of them, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to be one of them. Yeah. Okay, so we'll keep getting a new person in. Come on, send me a message, new person. We've got Laura who's talking to us. 3 people in. Send me a new message. Come on. Let's keep chatting. Keep chatting. Don't run away, 3 people. Send me a message. Anyway, do you like my t-shirt? Right. That one. That's my logo. My brother did it. He does t-shirts and stuff. It's a little bit big, I think. Look at that one. Too big. So when I go abroad again to Puerto Rico, I'll do another design t-shirt. So I'll make a different one. When I went to Puerto Rico last year, I had another t-shirt on, which I think were better than this. I like the logo bit. I like that. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Just can't be bothered. I'll just lay in bed and just chill. Okay, so when I see people coming in, I don't get names. That's the problem. I don't get names of who's in. No, the new visitors. Anyway, Laura's #1 fan at the moment. With all the messages. Olivia White, Henry Thompson, I think they've left now, if I'm right in thinking. Got a few messages from them that I think they've left now. Yeah. April the 10th. Wow. Where are you flying from? Is it from Manchester, Leeds, Bradford? Which airline are you going with? I was thinking of going to Dublin for an overnighter. That's Ryanair, innit? I don't like Ryanair. Exactly. And that's why I work Saturdays and Sundays as well. I don't work Saturdays and Sundays that much. But yeah. I just love going away. I love the build up to a holiday. I love the night before going on a holiday. When we fly from Manchester, we stay over the night before as well, because we like to get an early flight from Manchester. But there's no worse, when you're driving to the airport to get your flight, and then you hit a traffic jam, and then you're worrying and you're panicking. Am I going to get to airport on time? So we stay over the night before, have a meal, a few beers, get into holiday mood. So I love it. I love it. Ryanair from Luton, then EasyJet home. I suppose Ryanair's got a little bit better. I'll tell you why I don't like Ryanair is because years ago, Ryanair, you could not book your seat. It was just like a bus. You just queue up, get your seat. So when Ryanair used to announce the gate where you were flying from, everybody would just go to the gate, even if it were an hour before flight, so they could be guaranteed of sitting together. So obviously, because they're queuing, it means you've got to go and queue as well, even though you don't want to. So that was a pain. But now I think Ryanair, they've changed. You can get your designated seat and you can book your seat. So it has got better. But every time you go on every time you see people fighting on a plane, people pissed up and getting around it. So it always seems to be Ryanair flights. So that's what put me off. Hi again, another member. Thank you for joining us. Any messages, any queries, feel free to ask me. Don't be shy. I went to Dublin from Birmingham with Ryanair. No complaints. Yeah, they probably are better now. I probably will have to go Ryanair at some stage. But if my first port of call, when I am flying, I normally choose Jet2 as my first preference. Second preference? What would be my second preference? TUI. And then EasyJet and Ryanair. But I haven't been on EasyJet for ages. And I haven't been on Ryanair for ages. So, yeah. I will do at some stage. So I have been live now for 1 hour 17 minutes. I think I'll go another 13 minutes, make it an hour and a half. Just like I say, it's a little bit light on the old people joining. Once again, I know they'll probably watch it tomorrow, day after. But anyway, Laura, thank you very much for joining us, for becoming a member. Greatly appreciated. And thank you for your questions and stuff like that. If it wouldn't have been for you, it could have been a very short chat. So thank you. And you'll see more content from me. So watch out for the Bridlington overnight stay. Pub to pub on the front. I might even get on a donkey. No. So yeah, that'll be good. And then, like I say, then so there will be another weekend away somewhere between now and my Skiathos holiday. So yeah, all is good fun. Have you got a glass of wine in hand anyway? While I was in Scarborough, I parked. If you've been to Scarborough, you'll know where I mean. Where the roundabout is, there's a car park underneath. They call it the Spa car park, I think, something like that. It's at the end. So I went in the car park, and I googled it before I went about parking. Do you need an app to park? And how much is it, kind of thing. So it says, yes, you can use an app, Ringo. So I downloaded the Ringo app on my phone. So I parked my car up. So I didn't have no change in my pocket. So the app were fine. So I parked my car up in the underground car park. I went to the payment box thing. Has a number on the side. So I put the number in. and I paid it. Overnight parking was £12.50 to park overnight. I thought, whatever, it says messing around looking for a parking spot, because outside the Grand Hotel there is parking, but it's first come, first served, not guaranteed a place. So it's very, very busy as well. Anyway, the following morning, I came back to the car, into the car park, only to get a ticket on my bloody window. You know, anyway, I've done a... Where's my camera? There. Ticket on my window. Anyway, I put a complaint in. So I've got a receipt. I've got a receipt from Ringo. So I put my complaint in. I sent in the email with a copy of my receipt. So hopefully they'll get overturned. So you'd think the actual Muppet traffic warden, he should be able to go to something to say that, oh yeah, it's paid, but he's used the app, not the ticket thing. Clown. Looking forward to it. Living in Lincolnshire, not ventured up to Yorkshire coast yet. Have a beer. I have a beer. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. You'll love Yorkshire. It's very, very green. I used to live in Haworth. We're there for 5 years. Haworth Village is lovely. So if you ever get a chance, there's loads of B&Bs there near the Haworth Village. And it's lovely little pub crawl. Start at the top where the sun is, work your way all the way down to the bottom. Nice little bars, nice little shops and boutique shops and stuff like that. Nice little cafes and stuff like that. Very nice. And there's a steam train at the bottom of the street, Keighley and Worth Valley Railway. So yeah, it's nice. Obviously, out and about round. You know, you've got Bradford and Keighley, but it doesn't take. When you are in Bradford and Keighley and other places, it's not. You don't have to travel far to get into countryside. It's pretty close, so that's nice. So yeah, we're there 5 years. Anyway, we sold that. So yeah, move on. So once again, we're getting ones and twos coming in all the time. So send me a question. 7 minutes left. If you want me to stay longer, ask me a question. 3 people in. We're peaking. Cheers, guys. And with that, 2 again. Oh, dear. Yeah, there must be a way on this chat thing where I can see which members are in and which members are out. Until people put a message in, I don't know who the names are. There must be a setting somewhere. Must be. Yeah. Okay, right. I've just opened a little box here. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't could happen. It might just cut me off. Start a poll. Let your viewers weigh in. I want to say, all right, I'll ask a question then. Start a Q&A, answer questions live. Right. I'm going to press this. I don't know what'll happen. Question. Okay. This tells you I'm new to this stuff, doesn't it? Okay. That's not right good, is it? Gonna be dark in here now. I think we should put a light on. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm getting blinded by the light. Now, I'm assuming you guys can see the question because I can't see it now. Now I've submitted it. 100% yes. I stayed in a 2-star and it cost me 850 quid. I probably could have got a 4-star for that. Probably could have got a 4-star for that. Yeah. But I think I got a bit ripped off there, to tell you the truth. I got a bit ripped off. But I think it was the time of the year, you know, because sometimes when you go, when, you know, when mainland Spain is cooling down and Italy is cooling down, the Canary Islands have got less competition, so they can put the prices up. Now, if you check Tenerife in June, July, August, where rest of mainland Spain's hot, Italy's hot, there's more competition, so they can put the prices down. That's how it works. Okay. Good. I'll have to think of some more questions for next time. I'll write them all down so I know what I'm going to type. Yeah. That's good. So we've got our start a Q&A, start a poll, members only live stream and close. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, once again, 2 people in. Who is that second person? Come on, mystery second person. Send me a message. I paid £150 for 1 star. 1 star? Wowzers. Blooming hell. What did you get for 1 star? A bed and a bucket. Wowzers. 1 star. 850 quid. Wowzers. But I felt a bit ripped off at my 2-star. But once again, it were all right. I enjoyed it. The plug socket were hanging off the wall. Oh, come on. You wanted a 1 star. What do you expect? Beggars can't be choosers. In fact, I'm lucky. You're lucky you had a plug. I'm surprised you had a plug at that. But yeah, 850 quid. I'd expect a plug socket that's not hanging from the wall. Yeah. It's not bad wine, that. Little wine. Pinot Grigio, whatever you call it. I bet it was an experience. I bet it was. Yeah, I stayed in a few dodgy hotels. Never forget the one when we stayed in. We went to where was it now? We played the Ingles, I think. Played the Ingles on this hotel. First room, we were actually in like a bloody cellar. When you open curtains up to look out on the thing, there was just darkness. So we moved from there. We didn't even unpack bags. So we just moved straight out. And then they moved us in another one overlooking, yeah, God knows what. And it was just a horrible hotel. There were just loud people in there, full of kids, full of other local kind of holiday makers. And they were just loud people. And we just thought, no chance, never again. Yeah. But yeah, that were in Play the Ingles. That we were there for a week, and they always used to have a laugh with Mrs. You could be sat on the toilet and you could be stirring beans. No, but Kookawa, you were that close, and I had like a sliding door. It was absolute rubbish. Yeah. But you could stir your beans though. Yeah. And we've also been in some lovely hotels as well. If you haven't seen the video, we went to Vietnam and Cambodia last year, and that was a fantastic experience. So if you ever get the opportunity to go to Cambodia and Vietnam, it rates one of my best holidays ever. We went down the Halong Bay River. We went on an overnight boat when it was our anniversary, and we got the best room on the boat right at the front, and it was amazing. All the cliffs, all the rock formations and stuff. We saw all the temples. It was absolutely fantastic. Angkor Wat. The people were fantastic. People hardly had nothing, and they still smile. You know what I mean? Yeah. Would I go back to play the Ingalls? Yeah, probably would, but not to that blooming hotel. Yeah, I'd find somewhere else. And we went into the is it the Boko Centre? The Boko Centre, what I call it. It's like a big square with all bars round. And that's where big gay scene is. But the wife felt a bit uncomfortable because there were people walking around with gimp masks on and God knows what, all leather clad. But a bit dodgy. So, yeah, the wife wasn't right impressed. It was an experience. Yeah. And when you see him walking past with that leather backside hanging out at the back, not good. So if you've got kids, yeah, you don't want to take them there. Bit dodgy. I mean, they're probably all innocent and stuff, you know, it's just, but kids don't want to see that, do they? Anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping to get an email soon from this parking ticket place to say, yes, you've paid, it's been cancelled. £12.50 overnight, it's a bit steep, that. Yeah. So yes, I would go back to play the Ingalls, but I choose a decent hotel. Because the sand dunes and everything else, that'd be a nice sight. I think, in fact, when I do go back to Puerto Rico, I will go to Mas Palomas and do sand dunes. I'll see how far Playa de Ingalls is. I could get the bus there, but I got a taxi last time, and I'm a bit thick when it comes to buses. I probably got off a bloody wrong bus, and end up somewhere totally different. But I know where bus places, so I could get a bus. It'd be a lot cheaper. Yeah, I could do that. But yeah, definitely go back. I will be there in the sunspot in October-ish. Yeah. Anyway, I've been on 1 hour 33 minutes now. What do you reckon, Lord? Should we call it a night? Two people I know. We're on a big mad rush now. Okay, I got the end of my poll, and it is 100% yes. You would stay in a two-star hotel. Obviously, you stay in a 1-star, so you stay in a 2-star, wouldn't you? Let's think of just a random one then before we leave. Yeah, we'll call it a night. Anyway, Laura, thank you very much for becoming a member. Yeah, absolutely much appreciated. Once again, it's been a little bit light on the older people. People have just been popping in and popping out all the time. So once again, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for your membership. You'll see a video. I might be doing a pub crawl. Well, I might be having one at mates tomorrow. I won't be staying out late because I'm working in the morning. All right. Okay. Can't go wrong with Travel Lodge. Can't go wrong with Travel Lodge. I've stayed in many of them. So yeah. So yeah, there'll be the Bridland video next week. So yeah. I'm no doubt there'll be loads of other stuff in between as well. So once again, thank you very much. Okay. So now I'm going to chill out, have another glass of wine, see what rubbish you can watch on TV or a bit on YouTube. And yeah, thanks again. Have a great evening. Okay. Thank you very much. Cracking.